It's been a crazy week already, and it's only Tuesday, and I decided to tell you something I never usually admit to. Um, the day I had cat food for lunch. Yeah. This is actually by request. I've had several people tell me you need to just tell some stories. So I'm kind of taking a break from my travel and house and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, this is my actual life. Unfortunately, but this happened about maybe 2 years ago. Um, I was at work. I had an hour lunch, and you know how it is when you're trying to, you're trying to get all of your business taken care of on your lunch break. And so, I ended up taking care of what I was going to take care of, and I still had like 30 minutes left. Well, ain't nobody trying to go back to work early. You know what I'm talking about. So I decided to pop into like this little, it was like a little overstock store. So I'm walking through the store, just really trying to kill time, and I'm not really hungry, and I think, maybe I should eat. Nah, I don't really have time now. So on the end cap, I see these little dinners, and let me show you a picture. Okay, so it reminded me kind of like the Denny Moore beef stew and stuff, and you know, but except it's like no salt, no preservatives, no additives, and it was chicken jalapeno blah blah. I don't know how you say that, but it looked fancy. It looked really fancy, and I thought, I'm feeling fancy. Well, maybe not really, but I wanted to feel fancy. So I thought, you know what? They were on sale. They were on the end cap, in the midst of just general merchandise, and they had several different flavors. And I got the one that I felt like was, going to be the most interesting, So I bought one, and then I thought, you know what? They're on sale. I'm going to buy two in case I like it. So I get back to work, and I'm sitting at my desk, and a few minutes later I'm like, yeah, there it goes, the hunger pangs. And now you're back at work, there's nothing you can do. But I remembered in my little bag I had my little chicken jalapeno stuff. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna just have that. I can discreetly eat this. Don't act like y'all never discreetly eat stuff at your desk, because I know I'm not even discreet anymore. I just it's just all out there. Uh, but anyway, I opened it up, and it's like this beautiful shredded chicken with like little berry things in there. And I was like, okay, well, let me try this. And so I took a bite, and I'm like, kind of bland. It's not bad. It kind of tasted like, if y'all have ever had chicken and dumplings in a can, like, I hate that, but you know how the chicken is just kind of that canned cooked taste? Well, that's the way the chicken was, and you could see it's real chicken. It's real shredded chicken, I think. And so I thought, it's bland, but it's so healthy. I'm feeling so good about myself because I'm like, it's low calorie. I'm sure, because it's chicken, and it's no preservatives and no additives and all of these wonderful things it says on the package. I'm like, I'm feeling healthy, and I thought, I might as well just go ahead and eat the second one, because they're just like little. Overall, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever eaten. It was just meh. It wasn't bad. It was actually probably better than chicken and dumplings in a can. And I'm sorry if you love those, but to be honest with you, if you make your own homemade chicken and dumplings and you're from the South, we don't do canned. That's a big no. No, never. So I wasn't like just crazy about it, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the other one. So I'm at my leisure now, and I decide to read the label, and I'm reading down the chicken, the this, and all this. And I come to some smaller letters in the middle of the carton that said cat food. Cat food. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Nuh-uh. Like, they didn't have, like, this wasn't in the pet section. This was on the end cap, like, with all the other stuff. Nuh-uh. I didn't just eat cat food. Yeah. So, oh my God. So I'm in there and I'm like, I just start moaning and wailing and oh my God, at my desk, and people come running in there. What's wrong? And I'm like, I just ate cat food. I just ate cat food. And they're like, what? Like, on purpose? I'm like, no, not really, not on purpose. Look at it. And I showed them the package. You tell me this looks like cat food. So, to make a long story short, I got very nauseated. I don't know if it was really from the product, but it's when I turned it over. To read. Like, I'm like, okay, I've got to see where this is from. I mean, who does this? Who makes this beautiful food package for a cat? Like, okay, we usually put pictures of cats on the cat food. You'll have a little cat or a little cat symbol or something. Yeah, it's obviously pet food. So I'm like, where is that? Who made this? Who made this monstrosity? And I turn it over, and it was made in Thailand. And I'm like, I wonder what kind of laws they have in Thailand. Like, I don't know, maybe it's good. I don't know. What do they have? Packaging? Like, I don't know. And as I turned it over, I unfortunately saw the expiration date, which was about 3 or 4 months ago. And so I immediately got sick as I'm screaming, I just ate expired cat food from Thailand. I mean, and as sad as it's not the worst thing I ever ate. I mean, what's wrong with me? I just thought it needed some salt and pepper. Like, it wasn't that bad. So, I mean, you can imagine. I should have, in hindsight, I should have just kept it to myself. I should have just, quietly put it in the garbage. But by this time, I'm wailing, and people are running into the office to see what's wrong with me, and I don't hold back. I'm just like, and my boss made me. She thought I was going to die. She's like, you're going to die. You've got poison in it. I'm like, I think I'm just nauseated. And I don't think it's the food. I think it's just, She made me call the nurse practitioner that I worked with. Like, he came in to my place of business a lot. And we had known each other for a long time. I'm like, she's like, call him and tell him what you did. And ask him if you're going to die. I'm like, no, I'm not calling him. And she's like, yes, call him. We need to know if you need to go to the hospital. And, I shamefully had to call my friend, the nurse practitioner, and say, I ate expired cat food, so, am I gonna die? Or maybe just grow some ears, some whiskers. Man, it's better than death, right? I don't know. But yeah, it was hysterical. It was so embarrassing. So, of course, the next day, I come into work, and I've got all of these sticky notes and letters on my computer saying, meow, here's a bag of cat treats, and I'm still called the cat lady, and still at times at work, during lunches or if we cater in or something like that, they'll say, sorry, they didn't have any cat food. Or, hey, not having cat food for lunch today? I'm just saying, like, look, I feel like I'm a rational human. I feel like I'm at least of average intelligence. Yeah, I would just caution, I would caution buying food from places that aren't grocery stores. And I would definitely, if it's not a brand you're familiar with, I would definitely, like, read it closely. I'm just saying. I mean, that was a couple of years ago. I didn't have any long-term effects. I didn't get sick. I mean, and, I want to, have somebody scratch my ears. I feel the need to lick my back a few times. But hey, who doesn't? Right? Right? I hope you enjoyed this sad but true story of my food faux pas. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, then like and subscribe, because this is really embarrassing. And I think I at least should get like a couple of likes or something for actually admitting this for all the world to see. Yeah. Do you like my stories? Should I tell you? Like, I have got so many ridiculous stories because I am kind of a ridiculous person. I'm not going to lie. And I don't even mean to be. It's just completely natural. So, do you want to hear more stories? Let me know. Or tell me no. Shut up. Just whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.